Okay, let's dive right in. Inside powerful marketing platforms like Systeme.io, there's a feature that almost everyone overlooks. But here's the thing. It holds the key to building a business that's not just automated, but truly intelligent. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on it.
Now, I'm going to start with a pretty bold claim. There is one single function, one little tool inside this software that's worth at least 10,000 euros. And the crazy part, most people are just completely ignoring it. Yep, 10 grand, hiding in plain sight.
I love this quote because it just nails the problem perfectly. So many entrepreneurs have these incredibly powerful tools, but they're just using them for the most basic stuff, like sending out a weekly newsletter. It's like having a private jet, but only using it to pop down to the corner store for a loaf of bread. You've got this amazing engine, but you're stuck in first gear. Well, today, we're going to change that. So, what is this big secret feature? Is it some super complex funnel builder, an advanced email editor? Nope. It's actually something much more fundamental. Think of it as the central nervous system for your entire marketing strategy. It's called strategic tagging, and I want you to pay close attention to this definition. This is way more than just putting simple labels on people. This is about transforming your generic contact list into a living, breathing database that tells you exactly what your customers want right now in real time. This is the engine that turns your business into a predictive money-making machine. Now, to really get why this is such a game changer, we need to talk about a pretty big shift in marketing thinking. We're moving away from the old, outdated models and into a new approach that's built for how people actually act online today. Just look at this comparison. On the left, you've got traditional marketing. It's all about who people are, their age, their location, all that static stuff. But on the right, you've got intention marketing. This is all about what they want right now. It's powered by tagging, and it tracks what people do, the links they click, the pages they visit, and that's the whole ballgame. Knowing someone clicked on your SEO article 3 times this week is 1,000,000 times more valuable than knowing their age. And here's where it gets really cool. Let's make this concrete. Meet Mario. Without tags, he's just another email address on a list. But with tags, he comes to life. He becomes a real person with real intentions. We can see he's actively hunting for SEO solutions. We know he's thinking about our copywriting ebook, but something stopped him from buying. And, importantly, we know he's already a customer who trusts us. Each tag is a clue, a piece of intelligence that tells us exactly what he's likely to do next. Okay, so we've got all these clues, all this intelligence. But how does that turn into the 10,000 euros we talked about? Let's break down exactly how this data starts to build real, tangible revenue. Because this isn't just about being organized, it's about building automations that actually drive sales. It really boils down to 3 main money-making engines. First, creating the perfect can't-say-no upsell. Second, recovering sales from people who were this close to buying but walked away. And third, automatically figuring out who your hottest leads are so you can focus your energy on them. Let's look at each one. First up, the upsell machine. Imagine this. Instead of blasting your entire customer list with an offer for product B, you just wait. When someone buys product A, the system automatically tags them. That tag then kicks off an email sequence that's tailor-made to introduce product B as the perfect next step. Because the offer is so relevant, the conversion rates can be 5, even 10 times higher than a generic email blast. It's just smarter. Next, the cart recovery engine. This one is huge. We've all done it, right? You add something to your cart, your phone rings, and you forget all about it. Well, the system sees this and instantly applies a tag, like abandoned_checkout. This triggers a few gentle emails designed to overcome whatever stopped them. And here's the most important part, step 4. The moment they buy, that tag gets removed. This is so crucial because it stops you from sending a silly, "Hey, you forgot this," email to a brand new, happy customer. It protects that trust. And finally, let's talk about knowing who to focus your precious time on. You can use these tags to create a really simple but incredibly powerful lead scoring system. Basically, you're measuring the temperature of your leads to see who's cold, who's warm, and who's red hot, all without any fancy, expensive software. Here's how simple it can be. You set up a few tags based on how engaged someone is. If they just open an email, okay, maybe they get a weak interest tag. If they click a link to a sales page, that's medium interest. But if they download your in-depth guide, bam, that's a strong interest tag. This system automatically shows you who is most ready to have a real sales conversation. No more guessing. All right, so I'm hoping the why is crystal clear by now. So let's switch gears to the how. I'm going to walk you through a simple, actionable blueprint you can use to start building your own tagging machine, like today. And trust me, it's more straightforward than you think. It really just comes down to three main phases. First, you've got to map out your strategy. Second, you set up the rules that tell the system when to add or remove tags. And third, you use the whole system to keep your email list healthy and effective. So let's start with phase one. Before you create a single tag, you have to think like an architect. You need a plan. Break your tags down into logical categories. You'll have behavioral tags, which track actions like click to link. You'll have interest tags, which track what they're curious about, like SEO or funnels. And you'll have status tags, which track their relationship with you. Are they a customer, a prospect? Having this clear structure is the foundation for everything else. And we can't forget about keeping our list healthy. Your tagging system is the best tool for this. You can set up a simple rule that automatically adds a tag like cold 90 days to anyone who hasn't opened an email in 3 months. That tag can then trigger a special campaign to try and win them back. And if they still don't respond, you can clean them from your list. This massively improves your email deliverability and saves you money. So let's bring this all home. We've talked about tech, we've talked about strategy, we've talked about automation, but what all this really comes down to is a massive shift in how we communicate with people. It completely changes the nature of your marketing. And this right here, this is the whole point. This is where the magic happens. When you know someone is interested in SEO because they have the tag, you don't send them a generic newsletter. You send them an email that says, "Hey, I saw you were checking out some of our SEO stuff." All of a sudden, your marketing stops being a megaphone shouting at everyone, and it starts being a helpful one-on-one dialogue. And really, that's the ultimate takeaway. Strategic tagging gives you the context you need to make every single message you send feel personal, relevant, and actually valuable. You're no longer just shouting generic offers at a faceless crowd. Instead, you're whispering a specific, helpful suggestion to a friend that you actually understand. So I'll leave you with this one question to think about. Take a hard look at your marketing right now. Are you sending out a mass broadcast just hoping someone out there is listening? Or are you building an intelligent system that lets you have a real, meaningful conversation with every single person who trusts you with their email address? Because the answer to that question could be worth a whole lot more than €10,000.